Hello and welcome to my 35th Duel Masters podcast. And today I'm going to talk about American and Japanese cards. And first off, I need to tell you people, I'm not quite sure if I did wrong in my podcast about Fortress. I teach you what I learned, but I'm not quite sure if that's right. And before we go through anything else in this podcast, let's finish off the kana. I'm not quite finished with you yet, when we finish with the kana now, but yeah, you're finished with learn every single letter in the Hiragana. Today I'm gonna teach you ra, ri, ru, re, ro, and wa, o, m. First, ra. First on, you take a stroke like this, draw it down like this. Ra, ra, ra. Next one is ri. Could be written two ways. Ri, 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 or it could be written like these. Depends. Next one is ru, most used letter as I can see. Ru, 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 re, stroke down, two strokes, re, 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 ro, 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 it's ro. They are both different from, it's like, oh, you don't see that. It's like LR sound. Written R, by the way. They have no 10-10. And we have wa. Wa. Don't raise your lip. Wa. Wa. Don't say wa. Say wa. Yeah, and ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Stroke down like this. Make it like this. And that. Va, va, va. It was o or wo. It's not used as wo anymore. It's only o. Take a stroke like this. Find a stroke down like this. Then add the last stroke like this. There. O, 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 o. The last one is the only single consonant. It's Not N, it's Most similar. And now you can read every single kana, but I'm gonna take some more reading next time. First on, I'm gonna tell you, American people, that you're living in a past. I'm just saying it. There are a huge load of Americans who tell me that I use fake cards, for example. Some say that they think it's fake, other people say it is fake. Well, you're getting it all wrong. A person asked me if I'm English, Japanese or American. I'm not anything of that. I'm Norwegian. I don't even speak usual English. Not until now, at least. Anyway, and yeah, I use Japanese cards, but I also have English cards. And I don't say that I don't use English cards. Well, you can look for yourself. Here I have some few examples. Here, some English cards. You want to see them? Yay, they are English. And do you know what? Here is the same cards in Japanese. They are exactly the same. I have a bunch of cards here, and they are all the same. It's no problem to use any of them. And Japanese cards is even more original. So you can see that's like this card, this, is the oldest fashion of cards ever. It's written bigger, and you can see the line around. It's not completely similar as the English card, but the newer are exactly the same. So you can see it as like, these are the original cards. That's not only the point. This is not English. This is not in English. This is not in English. This is a fortress. Do you know what the fortresses are? Do you know? You don't? Go back and watch my podcast. What is this? Yeah, this is what I would say. Read it. Yes, it's a Japanese card, but it have a little slogan with English. But it's not in English. These are a cross key. Do you know what it is? Go back and watch what it is. This is a cross key. This is a samurai cross key. Work the same way as the normal cross key, but do you know what it is? I bet no if you haven't watched my podcast or something else. This card you do know, maybe, but it's in Japanese. And I have a few examples here. Those are 4 cards who are not in English. So I could use a full deck. I have more. This is a promo version. You see? Yes? This is not the original version of it, but there are an original version only in Japanese. There are no English version of it. There's so much cards that you haven't even seen if you haven't get any Japanese cards. So I'm going to tell you, get some Japanese cards. The only way to get cards again is if American shop Japanese cards. And I speak for all the American people that you won't have just English cards. You should go to the internet and shop Japanese cards. And I speak for the Japanese people when they want us to come to Japan and play with them. Anyway, so you see, if you get cards there, you can do it. But you know what? We have so lot of cards here that we can shop. Shut up, you have cards in the stores, but we don't because of you. That's what I had to say about that. I am nothing against the American people. I have a lot against Bush, but he is not the president anymore. And thank God for that. So, I hope you have listened to what I had to say. And I want you to shop Japanese cards like me. And there's even people out there who tell me this stupid thing at, oh, well, you have Japanese cards, oh, they're fake. And even a guy, I think it's from Singapore, did say, well, there are a whole lot of people who talk about my hair, how I look like, and I don't care. But don't say anything about my girlfriend, please. You don't know her. She has nothing to do with this. Anyway, don't say anything about my girlfriend, please. Please. So, yeah, that was everything I had to say. I have shown you a whole lot of cards that is in English, also in Japanese, and a whole lot of cards who are not in English. And I hope you wake up now. And cheerio.